Welcome back into Game Night. Derek Forrest. Earlier today, I caught up with the play-by-play announcer over on Monumental Sports and Entertainment, Dorian Craft. We actually go back a long ways in our career. We worked in the same market together back when we were both in Kentucky, but able to catch up with her, talk about the Mystics. They're 21-15. They clinched a playoff berth for the first time since 2023. And we talked about how big this is for the franchise.
I think it's just been a really fun experience to be part of the team for the Mystics. The one thing I hear people talk about so much when they talk about the Washington Mystics this season is just how much fun this team is to watch, and you feel that joy come across in the way that they play. And I think it's very rewarding for them to finally get back into the postseason for the first time since 2023. It took a lot of grit and determination yesterday at Portland, but Sydney Johnson has said time and time again over the course of the season, toughness and togetherness has been the recipe for success, and I think we saw that play out yesterday.
Dorian, you mentioned Sidney Johnson, and we don't get to see a lot of him, but we definitely get to see like what he's like after a game with all the videos and stuff that the Mystics post. What effect has Sidney really had on this roster?
Well, I mean, let's be honest, those post-game locker room videos are amazing. Everyone loves them. And we, as a broadcast team the other day, recreated our favorite Sydney Johnson celebratory dances. So, he definitely has that going for him. But, he's talked about the joy that this team brings him because they're so young and fun and free. And, Cody McMahon told us all the way back in June when they went on the road and beat Minnesota at Minnesota on Father's Day that having a coach that believes in them the way that Sydney Johnson does, it makes them want to play for him. So I think you're really seeing kind of that symbiotic relationship between coaches and players that you would hope that they would have. But really, this is just a coach that is poured in a franchise really that's poured into these players, player development, and you're seeing it pay dividends, leaps and bounds from game to game.
Pretty much the entire season, the Mystics have been playing 500 ball, but then they went on that 7-game winning streak. How much did that 7-game winning streak help with their confidence?
Well, anytime you go on a 7-game winning streak, your confidence is going to go sky high. And yes, the conversation the last 2 years has been how young the team is, but the players have pretty much told us we're tired of hearing about it. We know we're young, but that doesn't bother us. That's not an excuse. Nobody feels sorry for us that we're young, and they feel like they can play with anyone, they can beat anyone. They proved that during the 7-game winning streak. They proved it time and time again over the course of the season. So I think the growth and the confidence, we're seeing that really spill out on the court. And this team has a great philosophy when it comes to having short-term memory. We've talked to the players about that. They're able to go play to play, game to game, and really have that short memory that's allowed them to have those incremental improvements game after game. And again, it's a major reason why right now they're back into the playoffs.
When we talk about some of the veterans on the team, Rich Kira Austin is one of the vets who have been here for a little while. She's having a career year. How much has her veteran leadership really helped get the franchise to this next step to getting into the postseason?
Yeah, I think you can't quantify the leadership of a Shakira Austin this year. I mean, we can talk about the numbers. I know she posted the career high 31 points yesterday. And Christy and I have said on the broadcast before, we think that she should have been an all star. Let's be honest about it. Sydney Johnson has said as much. I know that she didn't make the team this year. I think the voting hit when she had a little bit of the dip in the numbers, but she's proved after the All Star break and since midway through July that she absolutely should have been an All Star, but she should be in the conversation for most improved player of the year, all league, all defense. And she is having a tremendous season. And she told us before the season started, when she went overseas to play ahead of the season, she knew that if she came back to Washington, it was going to be with a young, inexperienced team. And so she really wanted to take that time overseas to really work on her leadership skills, to take ownership, to be more vocal, to take on a bigger role so that when she came back to the district, she could pour into the rest of her teammates and pour into this franchise. And again, I think you're seeing that play out. She said that she wants those big moments. She wants to be that go-to person. And she has proved day in and day out why she is a franchise player.
Yeah, and on the same lines, we have another kind of veteran in the league, but really first year here with the Mystics and Michaela Onyenwere. She's been a amazing role player as well. How's she fit into this team as well?
Well, I think one of the things that I love the most about Michaela, I love her game, but I also love that she chose to come here. She said this was really the first opportunity that she's had to survey and decide where she thought that she was the best fit. Now, obviously, she has prior history with Sydney Johnson from their time together in Chicago, but she came here with a purpose. She felt like she was going to be a good fit for this system. I know the addition of Benajelini Hamilton, those two already have that established relationship from when they were in New York together. But Michaela has done a really nice job of being kind of that secondary coach on the floor for Sydney Johnson with that veteranship that she provides. And, she's always out there talking, encouraging. You can see her in really building on her assistant coaching last year at UCLA. She said that helped her tremendously in feeling like she can vocalize the things that she's seeing and kind of be that conduit between the coaching staff and the players.
Lastly, what was the vibe last night after the game? What was the messaging from coach? All of that stuff as they prepare for this final stretch. I think 8 games left in the regular season, so they want to keep that momentum going.
Yeah, I mean, the vibe in the studio, unfortunately, with them being on the road, we didn't get to be there in person for when they found out that they clinched. I'm not even sure if they knew when they came off of the floor just because the Chicago Indiana game was
Mm.
finishing at just the same time. The vibe in the studio, we were ecstatic, and especially considering that it ended at just the time that we were able to bring that to Mystics fans. That was something that was really special. But, over the last few weeks, the players and the coaching staff, they've really leaned into wanting 44 and more. This is not just hey, this is the end of the season. Like, let's make it to the finish line. Sydney Johnson has said, we're gearing up. There's still basketball to play. There are still things that we can do better. So we're using this time to fine tune all of those things that we've still been working on the course of the season so that when we hit the postseason, it is full go time.